Giovanni, I know, I'm on it, believe me. All right, so, well, my days were Monday, Tuesday, small red, and yesterday and today, big green, so I cannot complain. But to tell the truth, it's not easy. It's not easy. I can see that as well. I can see on my traders as well. Of course, I'm trading every day with one of my mentor traders, as usual. Giovanni, I know, on it, believe me, every day I'm on it. And I am so proud of one of my trader. He's outside of trading. He's another trader, but he just sent me the trades what he did in December. And I think this December, it was not an easy master trade even, and he did such a beautiful entries and such a great month that I was extremely proud of him. He did better than me, so I was really proud. So but guys, let me tell you something. We have extremely hard days going on, and unfortunately till now, I still cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that's why I've just decided what I really promised you last time, that I'm going to give you some useful strategies. However, it's really long, so I think that it's going to be the first part now, and I'm going to do another mentoring, hopefully in a month or maybe less, and then I'm going to give you the second part, okay? Because I just get you 3 strategies, and I would like to teach it like in detail, not to just run over it. So I've just decided to cut it in 2 parts. Hopefully we will do that, okay? All right. So I forgot to get the camera. Sorry, just a second. Let's face it, it takes time. And unfortunately, what I see now, if you agree, just click a yes or type a yes, that the market, some uncertainty on the market, it's harder to find good picks or good stocks for you, or what do you feel? How do you feel? What is the problem? Over trading, revenge trading, no discipline, no strategy, and so on. Spread, yes. I will show you something to skip that. You always go green to red. This is an interesting law because sometimes it's happening because first you start in green and then you do not stop trading, and then you continue trading like till the afternoon, and you lose everything. Limit your trading time. First 2 hours and skip. Okay? Revenge trading, over trading, psychology, risk level. Spike down up. Yes, Adnan. About this we are going to speak for sure. Risk management and fear. Naveen, risk management, it's very extremely important. Hi, Andre. Okay. Few losses, but too big. Big losses and small wins. This is another issue with the traders. I know that. I was going through that, guys, believe me. Not sure on stop loss. Hard or soft? Okay, guys, if you are starter traders, use hard stop loss always. I know you hear from the professional big traders like Meyer and Scott. They are really fantastic genius traders, but they are on professional levels, guys. We are just starting. This is totally different, okay? Starter traders, use the hard stop loss, please. It's in the system. It can control you like this. Don't worry if it is out. This is the good one, because if you start hoping, hopium, it's not for stock trading. Get out too early or too late. Okay, Jim Ram. On this, hopefully I can help you today. Number of shares compared to value, big lose versus small profit. Okay, Mary. Mental stop loss, you can start. Listen, traders, starter traders cannot control the mental stop losses. That's why we need, first of all, hard stop losses. I speak like we because usually I'm teaching starter traders, okay? I call starter trader who is trading like a year without profit and so on. This is like normal in the trading life. You have to accept it, okay? Yes, market indexes are very volatile. However, I would say these are not volatile, or they are, but what I do not like that they are volatile on a lower volume, which is causing the problem. We are just going to speak about this, okay? So we have lower volume on the indexes or on the markets. And this is caused, first of all, because of, I think, lots of traders, I mean, big money traders, are standing on the sidelines. What's going to happen? We have this election, which, let's say, it was not really nice, especially yesterday with these riots in the capital. But finally, we have a final decision. Some of them love it, some of them do not like it. I say, let's see. I don't know what's going to happen under Biden's victory and presidency. We will see in the future. Of course, unfortunately, we still have this COVID, which we already see the light at the end of the tunnel, but let's just face it, it takes time. And unfortunately, what I see now, if you agree, just click a yes or type a yes, that the market is totally in an euphoric state because of this vaccine news, and the people all over the world started to be vaccinated, which is a great thing, really. But I think that this is a little bit overhyped now, especially on the markets. So I am afraid that the reality, the facts, which are not going to be nice after a year like this, okay, like after a year like 2021, 20, in 2021, it's going to be realized that yeah, it was not a great year. It's okay. We are back to the highs and beyond, but from the economical side, it's not that rosy and beautiful. So I have a feeling that this is going to hit the markets. When? I don't know. What will be the trigger? I don't know. But what I feel and what I experience from my 15 years of trading experience, I see that the euphoria, it is just reaching higher and higher and higher levels, which is not going to end nicely for lots of traders. Okay, okay, some of you just agree with me. Thank you. Okay, topping tails, bottoming tail. Navin, we are going to speak about this. All right, so the environment now, one thing is for sure, it's uncertainty. US has a new president, vaccination started, but we still don't know how they are going to work on the long run, how much time we need to vaccinate 60% of the whole mankind. It's a lot. It's really a lot. US, they just planned to vaccinate 20 million people in December, and they succeed 1 million, 1.5. Very low number. Um, Lots of analysts are speaking about the bubbles, even the bigger ones. I don't know yet what's going to happen, but it's getting to hit the bubble level for sure. And what you can experience in the market, like sudden changes in the directions we see every day of almost every day. That's why it's really hard to keep our strategies. It is really impacts our psychology, like over trading, revenge trading, and so on. What else? And we are losing control. So lots of the times, this is the biggest enemy in that kind of environment, when you are losing control. And I would say that first of all, what could be a solution on this one, it is limited trading time. Okay, what does it mean? if you are lucky and you can trade the start of the day, like the opening bell 9:30, I would say that if you have a problem with over trading slash revenge trading slash you are doing nice trade in the beginning and then you continue trading and lose all, as we've seen, um, limit your time. Okay, 9:35 till 11 or maximum 11:30, no more. No lunchtime trading. And after that, maybe in the afternoon, if you are really want to learn more and so on. But to tell the truth, if you have good strategies, at least two, you are okay with 2 hours of trading of the day. Okay. And 2, 3 trades, especially in this environment, mark my word, guys, 2, 3 trades selected very cautiously are enough. You do not have to trade 10, 20 trades far away. It's more opportunity to making false trades. So be careful on that. You can look exactly. This is the other one. I would say the starter not can lower the share size. They have to lower the share size. Usually, I tell to my starter traders to go down like 0.5% risk of their equity. I know it's low. I know it's going to be a smaller month, like in green, hopefully. But if you are just getting losers, they are going to get much smaller as well. So it's like in two directions. Okay. So yes, exactly. You can lower your share size as well. Let's see. Where do we? Where are we at the present? I think that this is like a market cycle. Okay. We have optimism, excitement, thrill. This was, I think, 2020 after March. Okay, so I would not say it was optimism because of the COVID, but definitely it was excitement and lots of buyers just get to the market and lots of, let's see, quantitative easing from the Fed. They just started to buy up the market. It's still going on. It's still going on, but we are just heading to the point of the maximum financial risk, which is the top of the euphoria. And guys, really, what we see now, it is more than euphoria, I think. Like, it's getting too insane. So I would say that this can last maximum 3 months, but I would say maybe less. Let's see what's happening. Anything can change in 1 hour, not in one day, in 1 hour even. So that's why I would say that you have to be extremely cautious in trading. Lower share size and less trades. Okay, I think we are totally near to the euphoric top, and let's see when it's going to happen. After we reach the top, I think everyone knows what's going to happen. It's going to be a pullback. I don't know if it's going to be like a game changer pullback, like going really down, because some of the analysts say that we are going to go back to March lows. I don't think so, but at least this would be so nice to reach the 200 EMA with the S&P 500 or something like this. Okay. So our best opportunity, at least for swing trading, because I'm doing a lot of swing trading as well, still far away, like to buy stocks for buy and hold. Oh, Tesla, Leo. Oh yes, Tesla. Tesla, it's a unique world. It's not a stock. It's a unique something. It's insane. I would say if once the Robinhood traders and all of the FOMO traders realize that there is a rug pull, if even one insider starting to sell big chunks of shares, it's going to be epic. It can be back to 700 like this. So, but I don't know when. I I'm not betting, I'm not speculating. I still cannot see that it is over. Might we'll see like 880, 900 before it's pulling back. With this huge, insane buying pressure, easily you can do it. It did $50, $55 today. Insane. You did, Simon, yes. And yeah, well, at that point, please, guys, you have to do ban list. As Simon did, delete it. I have a ban list as well. I have on the ban list, I have BA, I have BYND, I have Roku. Why? Because most of the times they did not do their job based on the technical analysis, and I did not like it. So my success rate on these stocks were not really good. I just put them on the ban list. So I think this is a very good idea. Oh, Bitcoin. Oh yes, the other one is Bitcoin. So Tesla and Bitcoin, it's I don't know. Really, to tell the truth, guys, sometimes I feel I have no clue, and I'm brave to tell this. I have no clue what's going on this market. But you know what? I think most of the traders who are going to join now Tesla at $812, they even don't know what they are doing. But at least I'm not stepping into the game. If I don't know, I'm not getting to be involved in that. Okay, this is another I think it's very important suggestion for you. If you don't know what's going on, stay on the sidelines. You always allowed to enter a trade if you did a very good analysis before that. I will show you how. And then if you are sure that the odds are on your side, you can go in. Okay, mRNA, Safakat, I think these vaccine stocks are not really good trades most of the times. Like they are not tradable very good every day. That's why, for example, I'm not trading them. I'm not trading these vaccine stocks. Not NVA. I've traded NVAX once when the Russians just get out with the vaccine, and I shorted NVAX, and it was a good one. But it was like with the combination of the news, and we are going to speak about this as well, how to use the news nowadays to get the best trades. Yes, yes, it should be on a burn list. I'm not trading vaccine stocks, not even mRNA. I hear when Scott or Amir or Mayer are calling it in the room, but I know it's on my ban list, and self-discipline is the most important now, guys. Even if I could not find today only two stocks and he's calling a good call on mRNA, as this is on my ban list, I'm not going to trade it. Important, self-discipline. Keep your strategy all the time. Okay, so euphoria is on 110%. When is going to be topped? I don't know. We are going to be much clever or more clever, like in, I would say, after the earnings season or during the earnings season, which is going to start soon. I would say that today, how you can avoid the traps like choosing the wrong stock in day trading, it can be a very detailed preparation for the trading day. And thank Yogi and Scott, they are doing a very good job. When you are in the room every day, Yogi is doing a great job in preparation. I really recommend you to listen to him every morning, because he is doing the job what you should, and it's fantastic. It's a huge help, believe me. What I am doing before before the market opening, what I like to use now the best, it is the briefing.com website. Of course, I'm reading the news. I go into the Forex Factory where I can see all of the economical news of the day. So I am up to date with the news. I am up to date with the economical data when they are going to come out and so on. And I am up to date on the briefing.com with the help of the briefing.com with the gap ups and the gap downs stocks. I have the top 20 in my Comex Pro Trader platform, and I really love it. But on the briefing.com, I don't know if you know that site. Do you know that site, guys? The briefing.com? Okay. First time. Okay. Let me try something now. I'm just going to show you at the end then, okay? Because I do not want to, because now I have to do screen sharing and everything like that. I'm going to show you at the end. Hopefully I will have time. The most important thing, if you go there, now if you go there, you have to scroll down totally to see the information what they are giving out before the market opens. So I strongly recommend you tomorrow to go there just before the market opens, and you will see that you will have lots of stocks, gappers, and like a summary what happened till now today on the US stock exchange, on Europe, Asia, everything like that, every important news. And then you have all this of gap ups, gappers, and to the upside and to the downside. But here, what I really like, there is an explanation why exactly this stock gapped down or gapped up. Okay, so this you can really use it really much, and I would say it's a very good to know why a stock just gapped up. Okay, like if you had a buyout, you know that usually a stock which bought out, usually on that day it's not moving more. Okay, like 80% of the time. Of course, there are exceptions, but 80% of the times you are not allowed to go into a long in a stock which was bought out. Okay. Mm, Shafaqat, what do you mean? There is a subscription. Oh no, no, sorry, no, it's for free. It's for free. I'm just showing you things which are for free. No, no paying for it. Okay, it's a good one. At least till now. Hopefully, it's going to stay like that. Okay. Um, what I what I just see in the last months that the news, especially on the sector or the specialized sector or even the whole market news are more important, playing a much more important role to use or choose your stock. Okay, why is that? I think that the principles of the trading is just changed. I would say it's rather in a bad way. Okay, because before this whole panic and pandemic started, we had traders, most of the traders who were working and trading as professional traders based on the technical analysis, based on the real values of the companies and so on. But as you heard a lot, these Robin Hood traders, first of the group. I'm not blaming them, far away from me, or something like that. But lots of young, uh, uneducated traders just stepped into the market who are, let's say, reading the first line of the news. They are saying that, seeing that Tesla is up to the moon, and they do not care where is the price. They know if they are going to buy it, it's going to more to the upside. That's it. So I think that there is a big role, not just the Fed that it's buying everything up, really, but these young FOMO traders has a huge role now that all of the stocks and the markets are insanely to the upside. However, if you are in this business for 15 years or more, you know what are the values, and now the prices and the values are totally far away from each other. So this can cause, I think this cannot go forever, and this can cause some problems soon. No, Leo, no, not Wall Street bet. So that's why we have to adjust ourselves a little bit to this changing environment, okay, which has some uncertainty, which has FOMO trader ruled stocks, which has like a crazy big gap between the values and the stock prices. And yes, it's much harder. Tesla, I think it's definitely a bubble. It's definitely a bubble. Guys, I think MDB was a bubble. I think Peloton, it's a bubble. I think W was a bubble. And all of them, I was in short. And I get really nice profit from them. Okay, I use it in a swing strategy. I will teach it on the third mentoring session as well. And I have some really good, next to the technical analysis, some really good indicators which can show you when is the stock really overbought, not just slightly, but really overbought. And when you just see that there is Wayfair W, you can check the stock. I shorted it from 346. You can see that last year. I'm out already, unfortunately, but it was a nice profit. And when you see that there is a stock which went from March till December from $20 to 350, and it's selling furniture which is not really good through online, what are you talking about? What is the real value? Well, it works like a Facebook. Facebook is 270, but behind Facebook there is value. Behind the W there is no value. Okay? So if you just use your logic, your pure logic, and you just see that what kind of stocks are like up through the ceiling, which has no value at all, or not that much value what they are showing us on the share price, then you can get really nice gems for shorts nowadays. Tesla, Ravikaran, Tesla, it's another thing because Tesla has some value. However, personally, I think it has not $800 value after I don't know how many, what it is called, splits. Okay, so I would say that this is a bubble, but this is like a dangerous bubble. You really don't know when it's going to be popped or burst. And if it's going to burst, I think it can dive $100 in a day, like in a second. Okay, be careful with Tesla. One split, yes. Last year only one split, but it had some split. Okay, what else is important? I am not using only the news and the briefing.com and I know about the stock, what it is really going to, not really going to do, but what it is about, at least today. When I do my list in the morning, I know why I choose for long or short that stock. Okay, but next to this, when I find the stock during the day, like today, my trader, he just found COF, and he called it, I just want to tell you where, he wanted to short it under 110 when it just came back under the VWAP around 10 hour and 10 minutes. 10:10, yes. If you just take a look at the chart, you can see that yes, it broke down the VWAP nicely, and 110, anyway, it was a very nice support resistance for the stock intraday. But I see that this is a financial stock because it's in its name, financial corporation. It's enough for me to go to XLF. XLF is the financial sector. I strongly recommend you to learn the sectors, please. Okay, all of the sectors. I will just show you a very good website for that. I went to the XLF and I've seen that it's extremely strong, and it just did a beautiful breakout around 10 o'clock on XLF. So I told him that no, it's not a good idea. Anyway, it looks overbought on the daily and so on, but it's a strong stock on the daily, first of all, and the sector is supporting So the sector is very strong. So no way I'm going to short such a strong financial stock. And thank God he did not do it as well. So I would say when you are seeing a stock and you think that it is good for a long or short, definitely you have to go to Finviz. Okay, you can see on the Finviz which sector it belongs to. Do you know the Finviz, guys? Finviz.com? Okay. Okay. You know what? I just go to screen sharing because I think that this is extremely important to show you them. Okay, just a second. Okay, here is Tesla. Screen start sharing. Just a second. I'm going to show you then briefing.com, Finviz, Sector Spider, and then you will see what am I talking about. Just a second. Monitor, and this is the first monitor. Okay. Just a second, you can see my screen. Hopefully. It's connecting. Okay, you can see Finviz, right? Okay. COF. COF, Capital One Financial Corporation. What is the sector? You can see here, financial. Credit Services USA. Very good. Okay. This is the financial sector. You go to your platform and go to the XLF, or if you don't know which sector is which or what kind of sectors you have, we have an extremely good website which is free, of course, as well, Sector Spider. It is called sectorspdr.com, and here you can see today which is the most strongest sector. Okay, for example, today technology, it is the strongest. Then which one is coming? Consumer discretionary, and then the energy, S&P 500, of course. And what else? Here is the XLF. However, in the morning, XLF was the strongest. Of course, it's always changing as the time goes by. And healthcare, XLV, these are the strongest. We have red ones as well, utilities, and we have the XLP, consumer staples. And as you could see on my slide, I've told you that, or I wrote you that I had one really good call today for the short side. It was cost under 369. And this was exactly because of that, because I was just looking at the market and I thought, okay, it's insane. It's very strong. I cannot go for a long now at the moment. So let's see which is the weakest sector. So I found the XLU and XLP. And if you go to XLP, you can go in XLP in the sector itself, and you have here a portfolio. Okay, in the portfolio, you go in, and in the portfolio, you can find all of the stocks which belongs to this sector. And I found Costco. Okay, and Costco at this moment, I'm just going to go here. Okay, COST, it was really nicely to the downside. I missed this entry under the VWAP, but I did not miss the entry later on. I just go to the 2 minutes chart. It's easier to see. So when I see that it broke down the VWAP, the whole sector, it's very weak, and I've seen this nice flag between 369 and 369.50. I called it as a short. And look at this, very nice. I had a 50-cent stop loss and it went down $2. Beautiful trade. So this can help you a lot, guys, to choose the right stock, because I've realized on my traders that most of the time they really pick a nice intraday pattern, a flag, a cup and handle, a reversal pattern, everything as it looks like as in the book. But the sector is not supporting them, or the daily is not supporting them, and that's why it's not a successful trade. Okay, so I strongly recommend you to combine a bit. I know it took longer time. Okay, so I know that it takes time, so might you will miss the trade. Don't be sorry, because as I told you in the beginning, nowadays the most important thing is that you have to do a very detailed analysis before you get into the trade. This is the most important thing. If you skip the trade because of that, because you are too slow, other one is going to come. Don't worry. Okay? So this was the cost trade. And like this, you can combine the sectors and the stocks. On the Finviz, you can check which sector it belongs to if you cannot, see that from the name. Um, rather at 9:30, but usually yes, in the pre-market it states it as well. You can see that as well. Okay. But I think that the pre-market can be forced sometimes, so be careful. I like to work only with the time. I mean, after the bell, real volume, what it shows us. Because in the pre-market, lots of times, the volume can be like too low, and it can change like in a second. So be careful with that. Okay, briefing.com. Yes, thank you, Johnny. We are just going to briefing.com. Oh, it's here, sorry. So this is the briefing.com, and as you can see, it's still here for me in the start of the day. So we had gapping down and gapping up stocks, okay? And by all of the stocks, you can see the explanation. I really like the analyst comments, especially the upgrades and downgrades, okay? And we have other news, and we have earnings and guidance. So you can see a lot of stocks. You have plenty to choose from. And what is much better, you have the exact explanation. Why is it up or why it is down? So for example, plug, when my trader asked me about plug to go for a long on a certain time in the day, I told him that okay, yes, we can, but be careful because it had a good news, but it is too much to the upside. Because of course we have to take a look at the daily as well. And on the daily, as you can see, it was just going up too much. So I taught him if it's showing some nice reversal on the VWAP, might it can be a good entry, but not right in the beginning because it's just too much gap up in the beginning of the day. So you have to combine everything here together, which I know it's not easy, but as the time goes by and you are still in a learning phase, it's going to be easier and easier. As you can see, this was at 6 a.m. or something like that. So we have an overnight summary. This is to start with, which is great. Global markets, how much are the futures up, and so on. And then there are a lot of stocks to choose from. So it's great. So please just use it. It's a daily Kim. The VWAP, it's a daily. Okay. Okay. So what else it is important? This is just a recommendation, but I use my charts in the first 45 minutes in 1 minute. Then I switch to the 2 minutes chart, and after 11, I switch to the 5 minutes chart. Why? Because I've just noticed during the 15 years that I can see and react on the technical formations the best and the quickest on the small time frames in the first 45 minutes. So when I see a flag or a cup and handle in 1 minute, and of course I check the daily chart, I check usually I know the sectors, and I have a separate market watch just for the sectors. Then you don't have to go to the sector spiders to see which one is the strongest sector. Then you can, for example, set another market watch on your platform. This is the market watch which I'm talking about, and you can do, like, I don't know, XLF and XLB and XLU, XLV, and under the XLF you just type the 5 favorite stocks of yours, or 3. XLB, 3 favorite stocks of this sector, and so on. So like this, you can have a huge advantage to pick the right stock, to the long or to the short side. Okay, what else? Hi, Ahmed. Happy New Year to you as well. So, first 45 minutes, 1 minute chart, then we switch to the 2 minutes, and then to the 5 minutes. This is just a setup how my screen looks like. Okay, so this is the market watch. I'm always watching the SPY and the Apple. I watch the SPY and the Apple, and not the SPY and the triple Q. It's a very plain explanation, because usually Apple is moving for first, and then it's going to continue with the triple Q and the SPY. Yes, I'm using the old platform because of the top 20. And I'm so used to it that I do not want to leave it. I really get used to it in the last 10 years. Okay, so this is just a recommendation for your setup if you are using the old platform. Of course, my bread and butter is the briefing.com stocks and the top 20, which are strictly set to the stocks over $10. Okay. Next one, the right order before you enter. And lots of traders just do not have this order. What to look at first? Okay. First of all, I always see the pattern. Okay. What is the pattern? Let's see. I had a good trade today in, wait, it was SOL, as I remember. It was yesterday. Oh, I don't know already. I'm just going to check it. 1 minute chart. No, it was yesterday, I think. No, it was today. Okay, SOL. Okay, look at this stock. It was yesterday, sorry, not today. A very nice small gap up yesterday. It made a beautiful bull flag. So I've just seen this bull flag first, okay? So I'm just screening, and then I've just seen after 4 or 5 minutes that, oh wow, this is building a beautiful flag supported by the VWAP. And let's see the daily. So this is the first that I'm just recognizing the pattern. If I recognize the pattern, I go to the trading window. I check the volume. Okay, I check the spread, the trading window, and I check how much is it up. If it is a low price stock and it is up more than 10%, I do not care. Why? Because from my experience, if something goes more than 10% in the pre-market, sometimes it cannot go more. Okay. Um, so if I check everything and everything is great and good, it's going to be detailed in the strategy. Then I go to the daily chart and I take a look at the daily chart. What kind of chart we have here? It's not today, it was yesterday. So this was the day. Okay, yesterday. Look at yesterday. We have a huge and beautiful up run. Why? Because it's solar energy. I know that. That this is a solar energy, and everything is up because Biden win. Biden loves the climate change. I mean, to help to the world, to the earth, to be escaped and defeat the climate change. So he told a lot of times that he is going to invest in solar energy and green energy. Okay. So I knew that this is going to be a good one. Let's see where was the entry based on that intraday. In the intraday, my entry was somewhere 1580, something like this. Exactly, the entry was over the pattern's total high plus 2 cents. Yes, 1587 was my entry, and my stop loss, it was under the flag's lowest point minus 2 cents, 1538. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's see how is it doing this level on the daily. You see, yesterday it had a huge ATR, I mean daily range, with several dollars. And today, when I just found this beautiful little flag, it was somewhere like here, okay? This tiny little green candle, nothing. It can go more and more. There is a lot of room to go on the daily. Perfect. Everything is great. Sector supporting. Market, I don't care, but market was supporting as well. Sector supporting, this is the most important. Intraday, great. We have volume, we have, okay, spread. It's not up 10%, and there is still room to go on the daily. Perfect. Stop limit order in, of course, after I calculated my share size. So, pattern, stock sector news combination, trading window. We check the volume. The volume should be, listen carefully, by the end of the 5th minute candle, at least 50,000 shares, okay? And the percentage, how much is it up or down? Usually I do breakouts in the beginning of the day. I love them. And usually I go with 8 or maximum 10%. It will be detailed soon. And I check the spread. If everything is okay, I check the daily chart. On the daily chart, I'm using the EMA 20, 50, and 200. EMA 20, 50, and 200, as you could see. So if everything is okay, and if we do not have very strong resistances or support around this area, especially the EMA 200, this is very strong, guys, then we can go with that. Of course, after that, I'm calculating my share size based on the pattern. What I've told you, my entry was 1587, my stop loss was 1538. So it is like 4, 5, 6, 7, 50 cent stop loss. Okay. If you are risking $100 per trade, because you always have to know that, one trade you can lose only $100 per trade. And if your stop loss is 50 cents, then you can buy 200. So $200, okay, stop limit order is in. No, I do not have ATR. ATR I'm using just on the daily chart, okay? On 1 minute, I'm not using the ATR. Just on the average true range is just on the daily. And this is like just, it's called ATR, but it's not, which is given by a calculation based on the FinViz or something like that. I am making my own ATR estimation based on the last 2, 3, 5 days. Why? Because as you could see on the sol, this is not a typical one. Because listen, in November, the typical ATR, it was 50 cents. No. Now it is much, much more because it is hyped up. It's lots of buyers came in. It's solar energy. Everyone is investing it. So it's going like crazy. And I just check mainly the last 2, 3 days. Like yesterday, it had like how much? $4 almost run. What does it mean for me? That if it's passing over 16, it can reach 40 or 18 easily. Okay, you always have to, yes, 200 shares, Andre. You always have to do your estimation based on the stock's characteristic and on the last days of trading usually. Okay, when you take a look at the daily chart. So this is my first order how to get in to a stock. Pattern, trading window to check the percentage, how much is up, how much is your volume, and how big is the spread. Then the daily chart, okay? Then you are calculating your share size, and then you go just give in the stop limit order. And I do not like to trade anything else that US and Chinese stocks, nothing like, I don't know, telecom or something like which is from Europe or Brazilian or something like that. No, because they are trading not just on one stock exchange, but on several stock exchanges, so they are not really reliable. And I'm not trading ETFs. Of course, I'm trading sometimes UVXY or VIX or TQQQ or something which is related to the market, but I do not like to trade ETFs. Okay, what else? First strategy, and thank God I'm keeping the plan because I can teach you the first strategy, and next time I can teach you the leftover two strategies. Okay. My first strategy, I'm sure if you were mentored by me or you took my strategy training like more than 1 year ago, it will be like similar what I learned then, but or I taught for you then, but I made some changes. And this is because I adjusted my strategy to the environment, what we have at the present. And this is the first one, it's my breakout strategy. I'm using it just for breakouts, okay, in the beginning of the day. As you could see, we have plenty of them. We have plenty of Viva or reversals to the downside, which Mayer takes them very nicely, by the way. And we have plenty of breakout strategies. I've decided to teach breakouts rather because I know that Mayer is the master in the shorting for the reversals in the beginning of the day for the gap and go, a gap down and go. And I wanted to create something which is easy to recognize, easy to follow. You have a hard stop loss and it's working with a really, really nice success ratio. That's why I've just created this strategy long, long years ago. I'm using this in the first 15 minutes. I'm using, of course, the 1 minute chart, and I'm looking for a flag and a cup and handle. My ideal candidate is after the first 4 or 5 minutes. I'm never trading in the first 4 or 5 minutes, guys. No way. No way. Okay. If you see a stock which I'm calling for a long or short in the beginning of the day, it doesn't mean that I'm going into the long from minute one or right at the bell I'm going to buy it or short it. No way. I'm always waiting for a pattern to be formed to give a proof of my thought. Okay. So for example, today I was looking several solar stocks because I read the news, Biden win, so I knew that they will be stretched out more to the upside. So I was looking at Sol as well, SOL. What is important that the cap should be minimum 0.3, maximum 8% if we are talking about expensive stock, like a stock over $60, or maximum 10% if we are talking about a much lower price stock like SOL. And I just would like to give a hint here, guys, that I love now for this strategy, I prefer the lower price stocks. Okay, why? Easy. The answer is easy. The big stocks are totally hyped up on insane levels. Look at Tesla. It still went up, but insane. Okay, I'm rather buying a stock with 50 cents stop loss and going up $2-3 than a stock with $5 stock or stop loss and it's going up $5. So that's why I prefer rather the lower price stocks for this strategy. What else is important? The VWAP. I'm using my first and not the only, but my first and most important indicator for the day trade, it's VWAP. I love the VWAP, volume weighted average price. If you still do not know what is that, here is a YouTube link which you can just type in, or I don't know, but anyway, it's going to be sent to you, this mentoring, after we finished. If you want, you can ask it from Clifton, and you can see here the link, because Mayer gives a fantastic explanation about the VWAP. The VWAP for me, is the strongest support and resistance of all times in day trading. Okay, of course the round numbers and semi-round numbers as well, but VWAP is just working perfectly, especially in the first 2 hours. So without the VWAP, there is no strategy for breakout for me. As you remember, I just showed you this SOL, and I'm just going to show you once more in big. Okay, so here was the small gap up, then it just formed a beautiful flag, a bull flag, which I guess you are familiar with already. If not, then I'm just going to teach you that this is a perfect bull flag. What is a bull flag? A bull flag for me, this is just a recommendation, not like an exact explanation. For me, a bull flag has to contain at least 4 candles. 4 candles, not less. If I see 3 candles only, I do not take it. So the flag has a pole, a flagpole, like as you can see it here, and with this small little doji started the flag itself. Okay, after the pole. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So if I see that the fourth candle just formed, and I know the entry is always over the highest point of the flag. Okay, what does it mean? In this case, it is the highest point, over the highest point of the bull flag. So that was, as I told you, 1585. I always add 2 cents because of the spread. So this is going to be my entry price, and the stop loss price is the lowest point of the flag, not the flag pole itself, just the flag. Okay, so under the flag minus 2 cents, I have the stop loss. That's it. Entry is ready. We analyzed already the sector, the daily, and everything like that. No gap down. Marcel, to tell the truth, gap down stocks or shorting the stocks has a totally other mechanism and psychology behind it. So I do not like to use it for the short size too much. However, there are exceptions, but they have to be supported by everything, by the sector, by the daily, everything. Okay, why? Because the mechanism and the whole psychology behind the shorts are working totally in a different way. Unfortunately, I won't have time to explain that now, but I will do it next time. Okay. Yes, Giovanni. If me, I am at the moment. I use $200 stop loss. Okay, I mean loss per trade. So in this case, I could buy 400 SOL. Okay, so 400 SOL. And what is the management on this? The position management. It's very important as well. As I had 50-cent stop loss, which is 1 R, it's equal 1 risk unit. Usually I do the following. 1 risk unit, it's my first profit-taking partial point as well. What does it mean? So I'm going to go for 1625-ish. Okay, 1620, 1625. So this is going to be that level. So when it is reaching 1620, 25, and it reached it here, and I see uncertainty, I see weakness in the stock, I take my 3/4 share size out. Okay. So in this case, I took out, let's say, 340 shares out. Okay. 340 shares out on the first 1 R. Why? Because I've seen weakness. If I do not see weakness, I leave it in. And then when it's showing another weakness, it depends on how much are you in. With 60 shares, I'm not going to go half it, I mean to partial again, but if I see the weakness here, and if I see that it's breaking down this bearish engulfing to the downside under the green one, I am out. Okay, so 3/4 out here, and I'm completely out on this under this green or under this red candle. Why? Because I see it just run enough. We just seen the daily as well before, that it can run, but it run already like at least $2-3 to the upside, and anyway it stretched out, so it's enough for me. Thank you, nice profit. However, in the position management, I have to tell you that after it reached 1 hour, so 50 cents in the profit, I set my stop loss to half hour. What does it mean? If I had 50 cents stop loss, I just raised my stop loss with 25 cents, so with half hour. So after I just 25 cents, so with half hour. So after I just realized the profit on the 1 hour, I set my stop loss with half hour. Okay, what does it mean? If it's coming back and it's going to my direction of the stop loss, I will lose on only on the remaining shares, which is not too much, on a much lower stop loss. What does it mean? Risk is limited and the profit is maximized. You always have to work on these guys in a trade. Maximum profit, minimum risk. Okay? So in this case, doesn't matter what's going to happen because I'm going to end up in green. This is the most important. Why, Andre? Because I experienced if I am moving my stop loss too soon to the entry price, I'm going to get out soon and I'm not going to be in for the long run. So that's why from my practice and experience, I decided to get to the half hour, and then listen carefully. When it reaches $1, what does it mean? This point. When it is reaching $1, 16.85, I raise my stop loss to break even, but only if it reached 2R. Okay? Because listen, if after this nice move it's going to back to your entry, something is not okay with the stock. Anyway, you have to get rid of it. And do not forget, you always have opportunity to get back in the stock if it really shows strength or weakness. Robert, well, the flagpole, yes, it can be, but sometimes you can see something like there is no flagpole, just a gap up, okay? Like these two candles you do not have, and you have only these four candles in a line. This is a valid bull flag for me as well, because we have a small gap up. It doesn't matter if this you have green candles or just a gap, but what is important, I want to see a line of nice candles which are forming the flag, and at least four. Why is that? Guys, and this is quickly because we have to finish soon. This is going to be then my last explanation. So continuation is coming next time. It's going to be continued. So because the VWAP is the secret weapon of the institutional traders. When I see that something is pushed up, there is a nice buying pressure, not just on the intraday, but in the daily as well, as we've seen on the sol. And I see that some beautiful little candles are doing a consolidation, like moving up and down in a range, okay, backed by the VWAP, which is usually institutional traders are buying around the VWAP. Why? Because they are getting to have lots of commission if they are buying on the VWAP price, the volume weighted average price. This is the explanation for that, why I love this strategy. And of course, they are just buying here, but what they want to do, sell it on a higher price. So usually when you see a big buyer coming in and breaking through this resistance, this is the institutional trader what we want to see. And when I see that, I'm in, not before. That's why it's very important that you are allowed to enter only over the highest point of the flag, not in the consolidation, because there you have only 50% chance to go to the profit on this stock. But if you enter here, when it's just going through the ceiling with a nice big buying order, this is for sure, not for sure, but 80% that this is an institutional trader activated a breakout. And then I want to be in. Okay? So this move provides you a new technical stop about entry. Yeah. So the flagpole can be only the gap itself. What is important that you need at least 4 beautiful candles in the flag. Okay? You are welcome. Okay, guys. So unfortunately, we had time only for the first strategy and the preparation for the trading day and what to combine now, especially in these times when you want to really, really choose the right stock. So please, guys, in nutshell again, do not forget, combine the news now. Always check the sector as well, especially if you don't know what kind of stock you want to get in. Uh, lower your share size a bit because we are still going to have crazy times coming, and rather less quality trades than a lot of unuseful and unnecessary losers. Okay, and try this first strategy. Of course, I have the position management here as well, what I just told you through the example. And I have the example here with the SOL. Okay, so everything is here in the PPT. And it's going to be continued. I really hope that you enjoyed this session, and I really hope what is much more important that you could learn some things and you can implement into your trading style to be more effective and successful. You can ask for the session from Clifton after we finished. And don't forget, next time I'm going to teach you another breakout breakdown strategy, which is in intraday. I really love that strategy with the help of the VWAP. And then I'm going to speak about the pivot points as well for what I'm using them and the VWAP reversal strategy. Okay, so this is going to be in the next session, which is going to be in February, I guess. I will ask Scott. If you are still have some, or if you still have some questions, do not forget to contact me. Okay, so I am available for everyone every day. Here is my email address, and here is my Skype. Please just contact me anytime if you need my help. Here is my Skype. Okay. You are very welcome, guys. So